Great news for kite lovers in Punjab, Pakistan. After a long ban, kite flying is making a comeback, but not in the way you might remember. Let us break down the new Punjab Kite Flying Ordinance 2025 and see what it means for the future of Basant. So, what's changed? The old ban from 2001 is officially gone. But before you rush to the rooftops, you need to know this isn't a free fit. The government has introduced a strict new regulatory system. Think of it as kite flying with rules. First, anyone making or selling kites has to get a license. Kite flying associations also need to register before they can host any events. Second, you can't just fly a kite whenever and wherever you want. The government will now designate specific days, times, and approved locations for kite flying. This is a huge shift from the spontaneous, citywide celebrations of the past. The goal is to bring back the tradition in a structured and much safer way. And speaking of safety, that's the biggest focus here. The most dangerous part of kite flying, the sharp, chemically coated or metallic strings known as Manjha, are still completely banned. Only kites made with non-hazardous materials are allowed. This rule is at the heart of the new law, aiming to prevent the tragic accidents that led to the ban in the first place. Remember all those heartbreaking stories of people, especially motorcyclists, getting injured or killed by these sharp strings. That's what this new law is designed to stop. There's also a new age restriction. You have to be over 18 to fly a kite. To make sure everyone follows the rules, shops will have to display QR codes. This will help authorities track registered sellers and clamp down on any illegal sales of banned materials. So, why did the government make this change now? Well, for years, there's been huge public demand to revive Basant. It's more than just a hobby. It's a massive cultural festival deeply rooted in Punjab's heritage, a celebration of spring and community. The government is trying to find a balance between honoring this tradition and ensuring public safety. After toughening the laws in 2024, making kite flying a non-bailable offence, this new ordinance is a step towards a regulated revival. Now, let's talk about the consequences if you break these new rules, because they are serious. If you're caught flying a kite without authorization, you could face 3 to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to 2 million rupees. And for those making or selling the banned, dangerous strings, the penalties are even harsher: 5 to 7 years in prison and a fine of up to 5 million rupees. These are non-bailable offences, meaning police can arrest you without a warrant. Even minors aren't exempt. A first-time offence for someone under 18 comes with a 50,000 rupee fine, and if it happens again, it doubles to 100,000. If the fine isn't paid, the parents or guardians become responsible. So, what does all this mean for the future? On the one hand, it's a potential cultural revival. We might see Basant festivals return to designated safe zones. It also creates a system of accountability. With registered sellers and traceable products, it should be much harder to get your hands on dangerous This is great news for public safety. Economically, it could bring back livelihoods for kite makers who are willing to follow the new safety standards and get licensed. However, there are challenges. Enforcing these rules across the entire province will be a massive task for the police. Some worry that the restrictions are so tight that it will kill the spontaneous joy of kite flying, limiting it to a few controlled events rather than a widespread community celebration. And for many small, unregulated sellers, these new rules might push them out of business. It's a classic case of balancing tradition with modern safety concerns. Will this new ordinance successfully bring back the magic of Basant without the danger? Only time will tell. What do you think about these new rules? Is this the right way to bring back kite flying? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.